What's up, everyone? So today I'm gonna do the battle between, originally I wanted to do just Badger versus Guts, because it made a lot of sense. They both were, tortured, early on in their lives. They were both betrayed, hated, branded as monsters, and killed demons for a living, so they have very much in common. The only difference is that when I was researching this, I realized that the power scaling between Badger and Guts is just way too high. Even if Guts is a sword can, kill supernatural beings, Badger is just way above him. So I thought about, is there another character that can handle Badger's brutality? And I thought, maybe. So I went into another anime, Jujutsu Kaisen, because why not? And so I went through a few choices. At first, I thought Toji, because beast, monster, demon, but his character doesn't match Badger. I guess I guess I should say that that I want this to follow the same kind of rules as Death Battle, where the characters fighting need to have similarities. And so I thought Toji, but then I just remembered another character that I realized that went from being weak to extremely strong. And oh my goodness. And I mean, this character shares similarities with Badger. I mean, she was betrayed by her clan, lost her sister, and then went on a whole killing spree and basically massacred her entire clan. That's right, Badger versus Maki Zenin. Now, the reason why I thought about her is because I did a little analysis, and it turns out that her superior speed gives her the advantage in battle, giving her a high difficulty against Guts. So I thought maybe she would be a better fit. But the fact is, her speed alone isn't enough to close the gap against Badger. So I figured have both of them fight him. Guts' strength and Maki's speed to see if Badger can handle both of them at the same time. Honestly, though, I thought this would be an interesting matchup because Badger is a freaking beast. He was cursed as a child, indirectly cursed by the freaking devil himself through a cult of witches. He was despised as his clan, branded as a monster, saw people that actually cared about him die, had to go through thousands of years of torture and misery, fighting through like armies of demons just to survive. It is brutal. And his abilities, when it comes down to his ability, sorry, when it comes down to his abilities, Badger has beastly strength, speed, durability, immortality, uh, regeneration, and extremely high battle IQ. He can also uses the elements of fire and lightning, and he can use shadow manipulation, and he can also cause terrifying, realistic illusions that might as well be real. So he isn't someone you should mess with. Feats. Let's cover Badger's feats for okay. So I said he's strong and he's very durable with immortality and a healing factor. So, feats I can think of that I know about when writing this character is, like I said, he's slayed armies of demons. He's fought archdemons. Might as well have faced the seven princes, you know. He conquered purgatory. He tanked three. He tanked three god level attacks in a row and was still standing. And not to mention, in his second encounter with the freaking devil, Lucifer, he injured him. Yes. Now, whether you want to argue if that was dumb luck or actual skill, regardless, it's probably his best feat. Probably more impressive than conquering purgatory, because conquering purgatory would arguably be somewhere from like high universal to low multiversal. But since Lucifer is a omniversal level being, wow. And I placed this guy as only tier 4 angel. And yet, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I just want to take a minute to acknowledge how crazy that is. But you know what? Let's get into the fight. So I actually did create a scenario. So for some random reason, both Guts and Maki showed up in Purgatory, which is what this image is supposed to be showing. Now, whether or not their bodies are adaptable to the harsh environments of Purgatory, that is up for debate. But this is a what-if scenario, so don't think too far into it, okay? So, how the battle starts is... Sorry, quick second. Sorry, I don't know why I'm still coughing. Anyway, so the battle starts with Maki. Maki goes first, zooming towards Badger, with him and her basically boxing for a good while, being pretty much evenly matched. But that's pretty much just Badger showing off a level his I don't want to say pride. He's very sarcastic and like nonchalant about most fights, because he's like, dude, I know I'm gonna win this, so I might as well drag it out for entertainment reasons. So anyway, Badger and Maki, they throw hands for a good while, like they like light speed throw multiple clashes. I hope I'm describing that right. So basically, yeah, they box for a good while, moving very fast. Now, whether Maki can move at light speed, I'm not sure. She's not freaking Gojo, because, let's face it, no one is freaking Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen, except, you know, Sukuna is a pretty close call. But, anyway, they box for a good while, and then Badger finds an opening and shoots her back. Then Guts comes at him with his giant sword, but Badger catches the blade with 2 fingers, completely showing off. He probably would have said something. He's like, nice sword, but it's useless. He just like shoots him back. And then he would probably say something like, you two seem very strong. Let's see how strong your endurance is. And so, Badger activates his ominous cursed aura, causing his like spiritual pressure. If you ever seen Bleach, basically causing gravity itself to increase on both of them, 10 times stronger. And while both of them easily fell down, Maki, for some reason, was able to be the first to break free and tries attempting to speed blitz Badger with sword in hand, trying to land one strike, killing him. But Badger just starts freaking speed dodging like it's freaking Ultra Instinct, dodging all of her attacks, finds an opening, strikes her, shoots her back, and then Guts comes in again, and Badger takes his axe, right? And then basically Guts and Badger has this very awesome like axe to sword duel movie, causing like shock waves, like the ground cracking apart, like pretty awesome visuals. And so basically you see Badger clashing blades with Guts while also still speed dodging freaking Maki, showing off both his strength and speed at the same time. But eventually he ends up overpowering both of them and shooting them back. And so he decides, you know what? I'm about done with this. So he shoots both of them back and then decides to do that whole awesome visual of having giant purple energy fists shoot down from the sky. And just like in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Maki decides to handle that on her own, basically using some sort of force ability that I'm not even aware about. Like, I guess I should have explained that I saw this music video where it shows Season 3 Maki and everything I just explained about her tragedy. And with the song The Animal I've Become by 3 Days Grace. So it's pretty brutal. I would want to show you guys this battle, but to be honest, I don't want copyright problems. So yeah. So just like in the video, she takes care of that, basically using up what's left of her strength to handle that, and then Badger and Guts has one final power clash like it's a freaking Conqueror's hockey clash, like freaking Gold Roger versus Whitebeard Conqueror hockey clash during their prime. That's how insane that final clash was. And then when the clash ended, both Guts and Maki were down, with Badger barely having a scratch on him. And so before they had a chance to react, Badger activated his illusion ability with his eyes. No wait, sorry. Before that, he walks over to them and he's like, "You two are strong. You probably would have beaten any other character. But you were dealing with Badger the Undead. You never should have underestimated me. Now it's time to end this." Just keep in mind, that's not 100% accurate of what Badger would say, but honestly, this is a what-if scenario. And before I explain how he finishes this off, I should probably explain that at the beginning of the fight, before they even started the fight, he probably would have... Both Guts and Maki would have probably said something like they're gonna beat Badger and show how strong they are, and then Badger would probably laugh and says, "You dare challenge the Shadow Beast of War? Go ahead, try." And then Maki goes at him first. So I probably should have explained that before, but you know, just know that that Badger basically disproved them. And so so after he tells them that they were strong, but this battle is over because it was pointless from the beginning, he activates his illusion power with his eyes glowing purple with his ominous aura happening, trapping them in their most painful memories. Most likely for Guts, it's gonna be Griffith betraying him and seeing all of his friends die right in front of him. Well, Maki, it's most likely reliving her twin sister's death over and over and over again, basically putting both of them in an endless time loop. And before they even have a chance of breaking free, which, to be honest, at this point, even if they could break free from Badger's illusions, they were too weak at this point to even do anything. So, before anything could even happen, like Badger didn't even wait. So Badger lands one final spiritual slash on both of them, causing both of them to fade out of existence. And then he'll probably end it saying, this is why I'm king of purgatory. Then turns and walks away. Battle ends. So let me kind of like break down why I I had the battle turn out this way. Now, don't get me wrong, Guts is a pretty fierce fighter. I mean, the dude murders demons just like Badger does. And, well, I'm not sure if Guts does defeat the evil god in his universe or not. And I know that Maki, towards the end of Jujutsu Kaisen, was able to go head to head with Sukuna for a good while before ultimately being defeated. And since I've already calculated Badger to be stronger than Sukuna, he wouldn't win. So both of them together, even with their combined strength and speed, they just didn't stand a chance against Badger, honestly. And now, I just wanted to let you know that this isn't this isn't like I purposely made this a one-sided fight. It was just that it was so hard for me to find a character with a similar background and strong enough to even be able to match Badger. But because I couldn't find one, like I couldn't think of one off the top of my head, I saw these two characters, both Maki and Guts, and I'm like, they're both of them together would give Badger a good fight for a while. But overall, they didn't stand a chance. So yeah, that's my final verdict for this video. Badger versus Guts and Maki, Zenin. Winner, Badger. Shadow Beast of War, King of Purgatory. And honestly, just a total monster.